shit, I fell asleep. Oh no. This week I've been testing the facelifted Toyota Hilux, the 2.8 GD6 4x4 Legend RS Automatic. Toyota gave the Hilux a facelift towards the end of 2020 and this is it. On the outside, there's not a lot of changes, but the most prominent exterior change is the front. You get a new grille, you get a bonnet protector, you have new lights, and the LED daytime running lights look pretty damn nice because LED daytime running lights are the eyes of the car. On the sides, you have plastic molds on the wheel arches. You get 18-inch wheels as standard, and I love a dark rim on a Bakkie. Other than that, pretty much looks the same. I do like this sloped shape that comes down from the roof to the loading bay. It is really sleek and it adds a lot to the shape of the Bakkie. At the back, also not a lot of changes, but you do get new taillights. Then you might have wondered what the RS stands for in the long name of this Bakkie. It sounds like it should be something like race or sport, but it really just stands for rolling shutter, which is the thing that covers the loading bay. It is pretty cool though. It opens with buttons that's located on either side of the loading bay. I like it. I love anything automatic. And it also gives you a peace of mind knowing that your things are secure, especially if you're driving in the city and you stop at a traffic light. No one's gonna chaps your Willys bag that you just bought. My test model is dressed in all black, which I love because that's how I dress every day almost of my life. On the inside, things aren't incredibly exciting, but you do get a nice touchscreen infotainment system. You'll also notice the JBL speakers. There's a 9-speaker JBL sound system in the Hilux, and the sound quality is very, very good. A nice steering wheel with a lot of controls. You have a driver display that plays a cute little video when you switch on the Bakkie. Seats are all leather and they're pretty comfortable. Other finishing in the Bakkie is a little bit plasticky, but I guess that's the ruggedness of the Bakkie coming through. So you get a 2.8 litre turbo diesel engine that produces 150 kilowatts of power and 500 newton meters of torque, and that is probably the most notable change in the Hilux because it was where it was lacking when you compared it to something like the Ford Ranger, which is a flippin' awesome Bakkie. Fuel consumption is claimed at 8 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm sitting on about 10, so that is pretty good for a Bakkie. Toyota also made these changes so that this Hilux can be more practical and more comfortable driving in urban areas and for everyday life. And something that they did was soften the suspension or change the suspension so that it is more comfortable to drive and not so hard and handle bumps more. It's still pretty bumpy and shaky at times, but if the road is smooth, then you're fine. This model also has reverse park sensors and a reverse camera, which makes parking, reversing, parallel parking especially a lot easier, which is a must in the city, especially if you're going to drive a thing this size. Some great driver assistant features that's been added is lane departure warning, lane keeping assist, and adaptive cruise control, which are all great to have. Then we get to the price, which is possibly the biggest downside to this Bakkie. The 2.8 GD6 4x4 Legend Automatic comes in at 868,100 rand. Shoo! Ne? That is a lot of money, especially considering that you can get the Ford Ranger Wild Track with all of the same things, a little bit more power even, for 70,000 rand less. That being said, the Hilux is the most popular Bakkie in South Africa, and people are going to continue to buy it if they can afford it, and they should, because it's a really nice Bakkie. I think it looks really good. It's definitely the best looking Hilux there's been. I've never really been a fan of the look of a Hilux, but this one looks good. I don't mind driving it. My favorite is still the Ford Ranger Wild Track. I just love it. I think it looks amazing. It drives amazing. It has all the same things that this has, and it's going to be pretty damn hard to change my mind. But Hilux fans, You are gonna like this one.